Hello, and welcome back to the couch. My name is Luke, and today we're hanging out with one of my best friends. I've known her for longer than a decade. Don't tell her. Her name is Kelly Minear. Before we get started, please like and subscribe and do all the things. Also, check out my book series where I actually read a book called Project Hail Mary. It's on the channel. I'll put it in the description below. It's awesome. But without further ado, Kelly Minear.
Hello.
She's a real person. Wild.
I swear.
I have spoken about Kelly at least once a week for the last 10 years, at the very least. We
he does actually have friends.
We for sure. We met while working at a bicycle factory. We were putting chains together, and we were part of the chain gang. It was dope.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I was running an experiment, and I met Kelly while doing this kind of silly experiment. But Kelly, tell us a little bit about yourself. Show us your sleeve tat. Do all the things.
Oh, thank you. Yes, this is all my tattoos. So my name's Kelly. I live in Asheville, North Carolina, which is where this guy is from. I've been a bartender for most of my life. Now I sell drinks to the bartenders. I'm a beer rep. This is the dog, Ronan. Don't mind him. He just likes to be a little bit of a star of the show. So I've been friends with this guy, as he said, for a really, really long time. He's, aside from this one, he's my favorite man. I've never done really anything on camera before, so pardon me if I'm a little awkward or uncomfy, but I imagine you'll help me through that. But yeah, I'm excited to be here. So yeah.
Well, we're just gonna goof off. It's Kitchen Couch is exactly what it
and
is.
I am an original member of the Real Kitchen Couch.
That's a fact. That is a fact. And I'd love to jump into that story in a minute because it is funny. And I've never actually described to anyone that is an audience member what the Kitchen Couch is and what the idea behind it is.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for someone to ask, but now it's been 6 months and no one has. So I'm just going to talk about it. But before we do that, first, what is your favorite piece of art on your arm there?
Oh, so it's Rooney, gosh bless him. Don't mind him here.
It's okay. He's a massive lap dog, by the way.
Yeah, he's 100 pounds. He's a big boy.
See, we made fun of his weight and now he's leaving. It's hilarious.
Just like any of us would.
Absolutely.
I would say, so this one is my first piece. This is Lorelei. This is my fox. But I got all the rest of it done after my dad passed. And he was a very amazing person. Luke knew him very well. He was, are we allowed to curse on this channel?
We're allowed to now.
Okay. He was a badass.
That you could say. Just
okay, cool.
Give it like 2 more minutes maybe. And then we can do the other stuff.
So anyway, and I would say, unfortunately, this is actually on the inside of my arm here. I wish it was on the outside, but it got planned out and it had to end up being on the inside. But this is my jackalope, and I think it's kind of like the coolest piece. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I've got a snake here. It's all still in the works, so forgive me for it not being like completely done. But the one I get the most compliments on is probably my owl here.
Ooh. So, no, it's cool art. It's a kind of thing that, like, you've always told me I had the kind of skin that would look good with.
Well, we're both very pasty white people. So
I'm just kind of a bitch. No, I just don't. I don't have a piece of art, right? That I could be like, oh, this is the one. This is the thing that I want in my body forever. And I gotta ask you. I already know the answer, but this is really for the audience. The first tattoo, right? Most people, how should they look at that tattoo when they're going to get it?
Oh, like for getting their first tattoo?
Yeah.
Just dive in. So my first tattoo is actually one that I got on my feet. A good friend of mine did it for me. And I've touched it up myself since, because that's just unfortunately we have to do with feet tattoos. But she did a killer job. She's amazing. She's actually touched it up for me once since I've got it done too. Anything with your hands and your feet, you just have to commit to the fact that you're gonna have to do some maintenance on stuff like that, because life. But yeah, always just jump into whatever you're going to do, and accept the fact that you're gonna love it. I promise you will. It becomes like a birthmark on your body. You don't even think twice about it. You're going to overthink it, and then you're going to do it, and then you're like, wow, that really wasn't that big of a deal.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're going to want more and more and more and more and more.
So it is like a gateway drug, right? You're like,
yeah, you're going to be like, I'm only going to get one. And then I ended up with this.
Mm-hmm. Well, and you've also...
like a massive thing on my leg. And,
I was going to say, on your right hip, it's like this big. It's large, but it's like this big.
Always go bigger than what you think you want to.
Oh, that's a fair point.
Yeah. Because if you go with little, you're like, I just want a little thing, and then you're gonna look at it later and be like, I wish I'd gone bigger. It's always the thought.
Yeah. So it's a kind of a gateway thing. If I were to get a tattoo, it would be goofy and dumb.
Wait for the goofy dumb until you have a lot to distract away from you have to earn goofy and dumb.
Okay.
Unless you just want to commit to having goofy dumb all over you.
Well, there's
this is also coming from somebody who used to do tattoos too.
I'm with you. Do you find an artist first?
Yeah, I would always look into a lot of different portfolios and kind of vibe with see if you vibe with somebody's work, and then be prepared too that person might not want to do your tattoo, and don't take it personally if they don't want to.
So homework's important.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Because like I said, I've got the idea of some sort of scripting that's like writing, or something like a sword or something kind of douchey from anime, but you gotta have the right artist first, right?
Right. Also, I feel like sometimes people way overthink their first tattoo. Sometimes just do it, and it'll be okay. Especially if you end up with quite a few. It's all about the memory and kind of the fun of it, and it's yours. Who cares? It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Life's short.
Well, it's kind of like a beard, right? For a man, you get to have that story. As long as you have that beard, you have that story. You have that thing.
These are temporary. Tattoos are permanent.
Correct. But I guess what I'm saying is you have this accessory on your body that you can talk about with other people who have that like-minded accessory.
I've never had a beard, so I wouldn't know. You would be the best to answer that question, Luke.
My beards are not fantastic. I like this 5 o'clock. This has always been kind of my thing.
It hasn't always, but I'm glad that you've adapted to it, because it does better suit you than some of the things I've seen you do. Done some weird shit over the years.
Weird shit.
Your facial hair.
Weird shit. I
was actually looking, speaking of kitchen couch, I was looking through some pictures trying to find some, which I did find a couple. And you've had some bizarre facial hair over the years.
Yeah, one time I looked like the Wolverine. I dyed my hair black, and I had just these, and it was just stupid.
Mm-hmm. You had a big fluffy beard. Remember I'll have to send you those ones from on the river that one time. That was a choice.
Oh God.
At least you can grow a beard. But
yeah, I've got brothers.
You do. You have two.
And we're
middle child, you guys. Can you tell?
We're pretty similar, but one of the things I've got on them is my facial hair looks intentional. And my older brother, who's on the channel, when he has facial hair, he looks like an old man, and when he doesn't have facial hair, he looks like a dweeb. And so, it's a lose-lose situation. And thankfully, he's married with 3 kids, and his wife is beautiful, and his kids are great. And they're cool, but we look pretty dissimilar when we're both clean shaven.
All three of you look like you belong together. It's like an evolution of the 3 of you through the way you look. You look like you belong right in between William and Hank.
Yeah. It's like, oh, decisions were made at this point and at this point and at this point, and it's evident by these three kids. Yeah.
If you put like William and Hank next to each other, you'd be like, yeah, maybe they're related. And if you slap you right in the middle and like in a line, you're like, yep, they are definitely brothers.
Hank's hilarious. Got to tell you a quick story. So
Sure.
you know the song by DMX, "Where the Hood At"?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I was walking home from the gym this morning, and I walked by near the Capitol building as I was walking home, and the song was playing in my earphones as I was walking home. I was thinking about what I needed to do today, and it was like 12:30 or 1 o'clock. It had to have been closer to 12:30. And you know how they have city bikes and scooters? You know that they're a thing.
Voice. Yeah, I'm aware. Yeah.
Well,
I can do it, but yeah.
These two dudes in like $2,000 suits and brown shoes and nice ties on a city bike and a scooter. They're in their late 40s for sure.
Good for them.
Come screaming down the street and turn right in front of me, like 10 feet in front of me. I mean, they are hauling. And that song popped in at the right time. And so it was like, where the hood at? As these two dudes, these two whiter than white, you know, your lawyer types just scream past me in the city bikes. And I was like, I'm so glad I got to witness this moment in my life. How cool. It's one of those moments. But yeah. So
we love a good soundtrack. We love a good life soundtrack.
Oh my God. It's one of those moments when you're like, I'm glad I'm alive for this thing. This is hilarious. I'm glad everything lined up for this. Speaking of lined up.
Though movies, you and I have talked about how like movies and a perfect soundtrack, how it makes the dynamic different. Love when it works out.
Yeah.
And how it works in life as well.
Yeah. Because
what were you going to say? Sorry.
I was going to talk about your hair. So you've got this beautiful auburn red hair.
Thank you.
And you've got the front.
Yeah, I tried to do a thing with it. Didn't quite work out, but it's there, and we're committing to the bit.
When I first met Kelly, her hair was down to the butt of her ass cheeks.
Yep.
Long. I've got a picture on my phone of her throwing cornhole at some bar in West Asheville, and you can see the hair past her hips as she's tossing. Back in the olden times.
I still try to grow it out that long and then cut it off to here and donate it.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, your hair is phenomenal. Like,
thanks.
Like it's a super positive trait. Unlike mine.
Really color. I just was like, for summer it'll be fun to do that, and it's fine.
Is it hot in Asheville this summer?
It is super hot.
Fuck.
Yes.
We had some friends who were down there last weekend, and they said the river was overflowing with people, and they were just floating their little tails off.
That might be might want to correct the way you phrase that, given the current circumstances.
Oh, right. Well, that's the crazy part. I had heard because of the hurricane last September, a bunch of the trash and sediment went down the river in September. And so the water in the river now is as clean as it's ever been, or since they started measuring it. Oh. Is that wrong?
Yeah.
Okay. I read that like two different places. So I was like, oh, geez. Okay.
Wow. Yeah. Well, okay, let's just put it this way. You and I have gone down the French Broad before.
Sure.
Probably the last time I ever have gone down the French Broad was with you, which that would be kicking 10 years in the ass. I would never do it probably since then. I sure as hell wouldn't do it now. It smells bad.
Fair.
And considering all of the stuff that's underneath the water, I mean, there is appliances under the water. There's still raw sewage being seeped into the water. There's like septic tanks that have gone into the water that are still.
So what you're saying is there's better places to go tubing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we went down the Green River.
The Green River is exceptional.
4 years ago.
Like now, I would have to check the like water quality stuff, like because they have that constantly updating thing that you can look at online. But yeah, we had a good time on the Green River.
Except for the snake.
I don't have a problem with snakes. I know you do.
Boy. They said the snake was like right above my head. I didn't even notice it. I looked up. Didn't see it.
I didn't say anything because I knew you'd freak out. But
oh my God. Yeah, I would have fallen and hit my head on a rock. What do you mean? It's a snake. It has no legs and moves. What are we doing?
I just was like, yeah, sure, everything's fine. Anyway, you should probably get out of the woods. Come on.
Yeah, let's just
so you knew, by the way.
Yeah, don't stand up there.
Yeah.
Stay seated there where you're at.
A couple of beers were had, you were fine. It's fine.
Man, there's a few times where a couple of beers gets you out of trouble. Not as many as what gets you into trouble.
That's more accurate, yeah.
But like 1 out of 5, it's like, oh my god, I'm so glad I had a couple of beers. That saved my ass. There for a while, it was 1 out of 3. Now that I'm older, it's like 1 in 5.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
I mean, I got to be honest with you. I pretty much quit drinking.
Because drinking when you're kicking 40 in the ass, it hurts.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. Every once in a while, but once every 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, I'll have 3 to 5 drinks. But I mean, I was pushing like 20, 30 drinks a week there for years in a row. Full on. Who's the comedian that drinks Bud Light all the time? He's got the goofy stash. He kind of looks like a Family Guy character. Shane Gillis.
I'm like, which one? Like, yeah. Honestly.
Yeah, no, Shane Gillis talks about drinking booze all the time because he's like sponsored by Bud Light and he's like the most famous comedian in the world. And he and I are about the same age. And I'm like, buddy, I can't drink like that cat anymore. And I exercise all the time. No. I quit doing.
Yeah, you still go to the gym twice a week, don't you?
Twice a week?
Not twice a week, twice a day, don't you?
No, not anymore. I do 5, 6 times a week.
Okay.
I did switch it up though, and shout out Brian. Recently I switched it up where I would switch to doing weight training first and then my cardio session. And then I bumped up my protein intake by like 25, 40%.
I know what you're talking about.
Regardless,
but I don't.
I'm in great shape. Like I didn't do anything extra. I just changed some stuff around and added protein, and it helped a lot.
All I know is bulking and working out is a thing if you want to build muscle. But aside from that, I'm like, and I know it's mostly diet and not so much the working out thing.
Dude, yeah, dieting sucks. But my diet's pretty good. I pretty much cut dairy.
Yeah, dairy is not for adults unless you want to shit your pants.
Buddy, what? It sucks. I love cheese.
I know. Cheese is awesome. It's not made for us.
It's not made for us. Like,
There's a lot of great dairy-free options, though.
Well, the moment I stopped doing dairy, like, I slept better. I slept better. I stopped shitting myself. Like, it was a whole cool thing. No, I never shit myself before.
Not in your adult life.
Well, for sure. For sure. I hear that it actually is more common. I just never have brought up the subject with regular people, but apparently it's more common than I know about.
Fair enough.
Like I'm rocking a perfect slate, a clean game, as it were. Yeah. So you just do some distributing for a company. Is it a distribution company or is it specific? Yeah. So who are the owners of this distro company?
I'm not really sure if I should talk about it online.
Okay, then don't. Sorry.
I mean, it's not sketchy or anything like that. I work for the largest distribution company in this area.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if it was like a conglomerate of different booze companies that come together to own a single distribution company.
Yeah, so I work for the largest alcohol distribution company in this area. So I sling a lot of like the major like small breweries in this area. A lot of our favorites I sell, and then like some of like the major breweries and stuff as well. Like in America, I also sell, and then I sell all of the Mexican brands.
Do you have any new favorite booze cocktails?
Honestly, I mean, I'm always a tequila girl.
Big grin coming from the DC on that one. We love tequila.
It's just good.
It's so good.
It's just good. I'm sorry. Corlejo will always be my favorite. That's good. Especially for the price. It's just good stuff. But for the summertime, I don't know. I've kind of been enjoying like the seltzers lately. I've been really enjoying Press.
Okay.
Kind of weird. It's like a hippy dippy seltzer. I've been liking it. In the way of beers, I hate to say it, I've been liking like a lot of like the stuff from Wicked Weed. One of my really close friends. I know I've always
no, it's fine. Like I'm with you.
But one of my really close friends, she's the rep for them, and she does a great job. And so she, whenever they have samples, she's like, here. And then the Burst Sour has been fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the sours that people have been coming out with lately are not like that sour, like foot kind of thing that like you and I are used to. Like when sours were first coming out on the scene, like that gym bag kind of.
Fucking hate that shit.
I know you and I both, but a lot of them kind of taste like Goses. So,
okay.
They have like the kick that like a real beer should have. So like they are still like, 5%, 6%. But they taste like juice. So like the Burst is blue raspberry. So at first I'm like, okay, but it tastes like a melted Jolly Rancher.
Ooh,
it's really good.
I like that.
And then the one from Highwire, it's called the Paradise Punch, and it just tastes like high C. Like it's really good.
Is the Funkatorium still closed, like permanently?
They just opened again.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
Good, because like I said, the trend was those really funky sour beers that taste like an armpit and smell like an armpit.
And they still exist. They're not going to go anywhere. I mean, that's always going to be a thing, but
for sure. But I don't like them.
I don't. There's a couple every now and again that I'm like, okay, this, as long as they're like really fruity tart, I'm down with that. Like the Red Angel from Funkatorium, I like because it tastes just like a squash raspberry.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that. I just don't like that, like I said, like the foot thing. I'm like,
man, you talk about this.
If I was to get to like foot fetishes, then I would get paid for it.
It just smells like a locker room. Like, it smells like, and I don't have a distinct smell. I don't think I've been told like I don't smell like anything from other people. But when I smell that smell on me, I'm just like,
ooh, that smell when you smell it. Anyway.
Why do people drink that? No, I'm getting super nostalgic about the beer in Asheville. They're like, have been for years now.
I'll be honest, I don't really know anything about the beer that y'all have up in DC.
My experience is suboptimal. That's the nicest way I can say that. When I go out, it's usually like, if I'm drinking beer, when I go out, I'll at the very least will like lean towards a Goose Island IPA.
Oh, that is from up there, isn't it?
It's international. I don't know if it's here, but it's somewhere else. There is a local IPA that I like. But it's also hazy, and after my One World Brewing experience, hazy IPA is kind of done with that forever.
I mean, you're not feeling the inner thigh anymore,
or the dank 9.2% smoother.
Oh my god,
smoother than water, man. Good job on that one. That one got me.
Bringing that up, that like makes me like taste it again, like back here. I'm like, ooh.
Well, my favorite.
It was so boozy though. No, it wasn't smooth than water. It tasted like alcohol. Like, and I remember it like.
My favorite bartender at the time was like giving it to me in 20-ounce glasses too, and it was supposed to be sold at 7-ounce glasses or whatever.
Well, you were paying for it in 20-ounce glasses, so like that too.
Whatever. I only had 2 or 3 every time I was there, so it was
otherwise I'd be scraping you off the floor. Jesus Christ.
It was tough. It's a hard time back then.
Mm-hmm.
No, yeah, the beer scene up here it sucks. There's a few that I like, and
don't say that too loud. You might get in trouble.
Well, some of the facilities are so cool looking, like they're at or above the Green Man or Funkatorium level. They're really nice inside, and then.
Well, the Green Mansion is nice, but like the original Green Man, it's just like a hole in the wall, which is what we love. Well, at least that's what I love.
Oh, that place is awesome. And like I like the Highwire in South Slope also. I mean, I like that kind of feel, the old oil change places. Love it. But the places up here are like state-of-the-art mansions, copper everywhere, you know, refinished barnwood everywhere.
It has money.
And the beer's not great.
Well, yeah, because you live on like an ocean and it's all salt water.
It's bad.
We have mountain water. We got that shit.
But even like when you used to work at Westville, I don't know if that place is still open, but I guess so. Westville. Westville's kind of like, I shouldn't say this, but Westville's kind of like herpes. It's just never, ever going to go away. It's always going to be in West Asheville forever and ever.
I have no qualms with Westville.
Every town has one. I'm not saying I have any qualms either. What I'm saying is like when they were brewing beer, every time that 777 stuff, it was all like just by the book. Like it wasn't special in any way. Their IPA was exactly an IPA. Their Pilsner was exactly a Pilsner. It was just...
Yeah. I mean, you have to keep in mind though, I mean, you're making brew pub beer. You're making brew pub beer. You want it to be like, I want an IPA and want it to taste exactly like an IPA. And by golly, that's what it was.
No, so I'm for it.
That's actually exactly what you want.
I'm for it. It felt like if there was like a bar at an inn, right? Like an old-timey inn.
I miss that about beer. Sometimes you just kind of want like a beer to taste like a beer.
Yeah, and I'll be frank with you. I don't mean to talk trash about the breweries up here. I like the spaces. I like the people that work there.
How dare you have opinions?
But just I'm like, wow, why doesn't, for me, entertainment, whether it's a beer or anything, should have like a beginning, middle, and end. Right? Like it should have all of those in succession. And we can talk about Superman if you want, because I did see it last week. But
I haven't seen it. I was skeptical because of I thought it looked really corny via the trailers, but I keep hearing how great it is. So I feel like I need to see it.
I was just going to say the beer up here doesn't have a beginning, middle, and end. So Superman is interesting. I liked it personally. But it was it was very comic booky.
Okay, heard. I feel like though a lot of movies have been missing that in like the universes. Like there's everything has been so like deep and gritty and like and I feel like kind of maybe our era of like the comic book movies has been missing that aspect. And you know me, I prefer gritty and real and like whatever. So I probably maybe won't like it that much. But I feel like a lot of comic book like nerds have been yearning for that out of the movies. So I think it'll probably do well. At least actually probably already has been doing well. It seems like it has been.
It's been doing well. It's been doing well.
And there's a huge release list of like what they're going to be coming out with, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Like the next big budget movie, I think, is Supergirl.
Yeah, and I'm interested about that because the actress is playing her, I'm not a huge fan of. But that's also just me. Have you seen that Netflix show that she's in?
I've only really seen House of Dragon that she's in.
She's in House of Dragon? Oh, right, she is. No, I'm talking about the one about like her and her... God, for some reason I can't think of the name of it right now. I literally just watched it too. With like her and her sister. They're like estranged. She like goes and it has the really hot older woman with red hair.
Oh, I watched the trailer for this. She's like the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
And for this rich woman, and then the sister kind of just shows up.
Yep.
And the sister is kind of a fuck up.
Yep.
Okay, it's an odd couple. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
I was watching it and I was like, okay, like this seems like it could be really cool, like really interesting premise. Trying to get into it, and like it just, and then just like the cheesy factor was just like,
yeah. So
and she like maybe it was just like maybe the character was just kind of shitty and that's why I didn't love it. I don't know.
I'm with you. I think, and that's fair. I think the Supergirl movie is going to be...
She's just got like this is going to sound really bitchy. Please don't judge me. She's got a weird face.
She has a little bit of a weird face.
She's got like a lot... That's just...
No, I'm with you.
I'm with you. Really bitchy to say.
I'm not mad about it. Listen, I don't think you're judging her negatively. You're literally just stating something that you're seen.
You've got a weird face.
Facts. No, I think this Supergirl movie is going to be like the most punk rock. It's going to be like the most like punk rock movie superhero movie we've ever seen.
I hope so. I mean, that'd be really cool.
So I'm going to spoil it for you because she shows up in Superman. She doesn't really do anything. It's a glorified cameo, and she shows up at the end, and she's kind of drunk. And Superman's like, yeah, she likes to go to places where there's a red sun so she can drink. And then she leaves. And other things happen in the scene, but basically that's what happens.
So I know from what I remember, which is not a lot, because like I read I read all these comics when I was younger, which was obviously quite a long time ago. They're related, right?
Yeah.
But she got left there.
She kind of just shows up later.
But she was present during, like, when all the shittery hit the fan. When all the proverbial shit had hit the fan. She was stuck there, so she's got, like, a lot of emotional trauma.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she's, like, his older cousin?
Something like that, yeah. I mean, they leave her origin pretty up to interpretation more than the others because she's kind of just a girl Superman. But I don't like that, like the way it's like presented like later is it's like Supergirl, like she's, and they kind of like fall into that later as they're like she's like the like a little girl, but like she's not. She's supposed to I know she's older than he is, and she's like supposed to be kind of fucked up. Yeah, like I said, it's very punk rock. It feels punk rock when I was like, oh, this feels different. And like Jason Momoa is playing Lobo in that movie, and it takes place off Earth. So like it's going to be a little bit
probably back more to like the original.
Yeah, it feels like a grunge.
Okay.
That's how. But when I was watching, I was like, oh, this feels grungy. Cool. I will tell you about the Superman though, and I've talked about it on this channel way too much, but because it hasn't gotten many views. But this Superman loves everyone, every human being, every being on the planet, and so his interactions with everyone and his consistency with how he is related to that. So, like, there's a moment where something happens to him. And normally in a movie, if that happens, the protagonist would go into their mind palace. They'd go into their cave. They would pick themselves back up, and that he just keeps going. Superman just keeps going because he loves everyone. Like his love for everyone is so. Anyway, that's his deal. So he doesn't see Lex Luthor as an antagonist.
Okay.
He just sees him as another person he loves that just doesn't like him. And is trying to stop him. So it's kind of weird. Like, it's kind of weird in that way because Lex Luthor sees this person like an artist would see AI and think, oh, that thing is trying to overtake whatever I'm the best at, and I don't like that. Whereas like Superman's like, buddy, I love everyone and I make mistakes and I just keep going because that's the right thing to do. It's
right.
Like, oh, okay. Interesting. And then also old girl who's Rachel Brosnahan, who plays Lois Lane, who she's pretty good.
I don't know what she's from either.
Marvelous Miss Maisel. She plays Miss Maisel.
Oh, okay. I know a lot of people that like that show.
That's her claim to fame.
Okay.
And she hits it. I mean, she strikes me as, and I live in DC, right? So I meet some of these super high-end performer lawyer types. She plays the role as if she probably would win a Pulitzer.
Okay.
Like she's certified. She's certified. So
cool.
It's pretty good. I'm going to see Phantasm 4 in a couple of weeks too. I think can't wait to see it. But yeah. So we did that. What other projects are you working on right now?
God. Honestly, I'm just trying to stay afloat with work and trying to get my house rebuilt.
Yeah, that's I want to ask how that's going. If you don't want to share, you don't have to.
No, it's okay. I don't mind.
How's it going with the house?
It is fine. It's just a whole lot of hurry up and wait. So it's just like my insurance has been great, but they take forever.
Mm-hmm.
So like for some reason when it comes with insurance companies, like everyone has to have their hand on everything. So whenever my contractor's like, hey, like we need money to do A, B, and C, awesome. Approved through this chain of like 10 people, and it just takes a really long time. So it's like I pay them to do this. Okay, they do it. And then it's just, okay, we need this money. And then it's just like, and it just takes forever. So it's just, I have a roof back on my house though. So that's cool. And sadly, it's what, 8-9 months later. And that's pretty much all it is a gutted house and with a roof on it. But I'm further along than everyone else in my neighborhood, which is really screwed up. Yeah,
that's super.
Because I'm like, okay, and I'm right now staying in this condo, which was my mother's.
Yeah.
I'm grateful that I have a place to stay, but they're only going to pay for it for so long. So
right. Yeah.
So it's definitely tough. But I'm in a much better place than a lot of people are. They actually just interviewed me for the local news to talk about it. Just essentially kind of bringing more like visual to like, hey, like I know like all these other natural disasters are happening, but like we're still here and we're also still in a shithole and we got like no nod to anything that was going on here, and it's still really bad.
Well, I noticed on the news as I was at the treadmill and the gym doing other things, and I don't watch the news a lot, but
sure.
I noticed it's just, I have
depressing. Yeah.
No, I just don't like boomers anymore. And like boomers are in control of it. And I just don't care what they have to say. I don't care what they have to think. They use their station and power to try to convince people of a certain ideal and then put them against their own neighbors. And I don't like that shit. So if you don't have an original idea, I don't care. Anyway.
Well, they especially buried us because we're a Democratic city and a Republican state.
Right. And so like when I saw that there was so much flood coverage for Texas during July 4th, I was like, hey guys.
Like, perfect. And you're like, that's frightening.
Why aren't you people, why didn't you show up in September last year? Anyway, no, that sucks, Kelly, but I'm glad
not that they don't matter, because they absolutely do, but it is hard not to be like,
right. Like like just acknowledge, hey, we screwed up, or hey, there's a better way about going to do this, and then execute on that better way. It just seems kind of thoughtless, and I'm not for thoughtless.
Yeah, anymore. Not that the people in California didn't matter when there were fires, not that everyone in Texas didn't matter because of this. I mean, everyone matters.
Correct.
It's just really, really sad.
It's okay to have humility and empathy. As a generic white who's tall and white and looks like I do, it's okay to have empathy and and have some humility. People screw up. Yeah. But anyway.
I do sometimes kind of have to wonder if they kind of brushed a lot of this under the rug so that we could get tourism back, because that is our number one source of income.
Yeah. I'm sure the state did that while there were people living in tents during the winter time. So I'm very sure that happened. I don't want to talk about super, super negative things. I am happy that you're getting your house more sorted. Are you looking forward to any additions, or is that just too far?
Oh, I mean, I'm going to be really happy. I mean, I'm going to have to pay a lot out of pocket still. I'm just going to be grateful if I can afford to do that. So it's going to be fine. It'll be fine because it must.
We're universally pulling for you. I know I am. So that's the thing that you're working on now, and you're still doing the makeup stuff for weddings and events, right?
Yeah.
Buddy, your makeup is unbelievable. Like your capacity for putting on makeup, however long it took when we used to hang out a lot, is good. I mean, look, I can't hate on the talent. The talent was there.
I've gotten really good at being fast.
It's just
now, so I'm super good at being very quick, very efficient, and doing some badass work. So.
Hey, what time are you going to work? I gotta be there at 5. Cool. It's like 2:30. All right, time to start getting ready. 2:30. Anyway, as someone who takes forever at the gym,
yeah, that's also when I was like 25 and I was doing like a full beat for myself because I just felt like it and I enjoyed it. Now I do it for work. And I'm doing full beats for women who I've got to do like 7 girls in like 4 hours.
Yeah.
So I don't get to do that anymore.
No.
I've gotten really good at being very fast, but efficient and still talking and being fun, having a good time. And if you want to, you can link my Instagram so that they can see the work that I do.
I'll do that because I think you're incredible. Like you are one of my favorite artists.
Thank you.
I think it's a talent you don't use enough personally. Like I don't sing as much as I should.
It's hard to find time. It sucks. That's one of the things that's a drag about being an adult. Making friends as an adult is hard. Finding time for your passions is hard as an adult. Like it's just those are like the number 2 things that I've found growing up. I'm like, oh, and finding enough sleep.
Well,
top 3
facts. I think, and I started playing the piano again recently, and I would play like for an hour at a time, and I'm working on the 4 chord stuff, pretty generic things. And one of the things I run into on a daily basis is for me to get into where I'm actually doing the thing, there's like 30 minutes of prep time. Of warming up, of being thoughtful, of getting my mind in. And so it's like, if I really want to do this for an hour, it's really an hour and 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And that's what William says, because William's a phenomenal artist as well. I've never seen him paint, but his like art in terms of drawing, super good. And he's like, yeah, just, if I sit down and draw a flower, it takes me 35 minutes to get into the mental prep for it. And then I start doing.
Yes, absolutely. Because it's just like you have no energy. That's it. Oh yeah. Fourth thing. I have no freaking energy to do anything because I've expelled all of my energy just working.
Right. It's tough because like I don't think like okay. So I'm not the best reader in the world. I've gotten loads better since I moved here. But
I'm proud of you for reading because I remember when we met and I asked you, I was like, "How many books have you read?" And you were like, and I'm like, "I'm concerned."
Less than 10.
I'm proud of you for making the choice to read by yourself.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've been working on this book, and I'm finding that like it takes me like 5 minutes maybe of reading for my brain to like switch into that mode, and then I'm just like, oh, okay, it's okay. This isn't that hard anymore.
You have to do something every single day that is hard in order to get past whatever is going on. That's the only it sounds really stupid, but I mean, when you were here in town, like I couldn't even go into a store by myself.
Yeah.
But like a mentee bee in the parking lot. And I know that's really, really dumb, but it's just like a stupid anxiety, whatever. But that's actually why I got into bartending, because forcing myself to talk to people every day, whatever. Now I don't have a problem with it, which is good. But
yeah.
Forcing yourself to read chapters of books and whatever, because you're like, I don't love this, and now you do like it. So,
well, I like this book a lot. I don't. Yeah, listen, it's hard.
It also sucks when you start a book and then you're like, I'm gonna like this, and then you find out that you don't like it, and you're like, but I'm already like halfway invested, and you have to like decide whether to put it down or not. That's annoying.
That has never happened to me. I was ready to put down the book immediately if I didn't like it.
Well, the more you start reading, the more it will happen.
The only time that happened and I followed through, right, because I'm the kind of person who follows through with things if I set my mind to it, is The Hobbit. Fuck that book.
Hobbit. Oh my god.
Fuck that book.
I've still never even made it through that movie.
Dude, fuck that book.
You and I have tried to watch that movie, twice? And I fall asleep every time?
It sucks so bad. The Hobbit sucks. And I know it's for kids, but fuck dwarves. Fuck those fantasy dwarves. I mean fantasy dwarves specifically. Not real life, whatever you want to call yourself. Fantasy dwarves. They're about fucking useless. There's like 12 of them and they're singing and shit. And the first thing they come up against, and these are supposed to be combatant people, the first thing they come up against, they get waxed. And then some old white wizard dude shows up to save them. And then guess what? It happens again. I'm like, God, fuck these dwarves. Give me 3 elves. Fuck fantasy dwarves, man. If I were a racist person, I'd be racist against fantasy dwarves.
Heard.
Thankfully, they're fictional.
I fucking hate these fantasy dwarves.
I fucking hate those fantasy dwarves, man. They're just assholes, man.
I hate these bitches.
I do. I
hate
do.
these hairy bitches.
I used to play World of Warcraft a lot, and I was like on the Alliance playing it.
Wow.
Playing.
That's the only thing that got me through I almost said epidemic. The pandemic. I guess maybe it's an epidemic. Whatever.
I did. WoW is
Blizzard.
Blizzard. It's too much. I think about playing it more often than I think about drinking, which is hilarious. I love WoW.
I love WoW because you don't have to be like high ranking or good or whatever to just at least have a good time.
Yeah. And it's a time suck. So if you need to spend 2 hours just doing something random until dinner time or whatever, you're enthralled for 2 hours.
You just have a shitty laptop and just diddle around in there and just fuck off and it'll be fun.
I'll tell you what game I've gotten into. It's still in its kind of beta form, but they've been working on it for like 10 years. It's a game called Star Citizen. And in this game, it's a flight sim space game.
Oh, that's cool.
But then you can like land your ship on a planet, and then the planet's populated with trees, cities, and stuff, and you can do stuff on the planet. You can go hop back in your ship and leave, and you're just back into space again. And there's space stations, and there's missions, and all sorts of stuff. It's still in its beta, so it's not all the way done. But yeah, it's another time suck. Like it's like going to Walmart. Right? You're not going to go to Walmart for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You're going to go to Walmart for 45 minutes at least
I go
every
to
time.
For 5 minutes all the time, but that's, again, like I just said, I hate going into stores.
That's another thing, dude.
What do I need from this motherfucker? I'm going in there and I'm getting it and I'm getting the fuck out.
Man, Hank will be like, I'm at home. Hank's like, let's go to Walmart. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, buddy, it's been an hour. What are we doing? And he's like, yeah, we're having an adventure. I'm like, buddy, I don't go to Walmart on purpose.
That is my personal hell. No.
Start looking at like socks. Anyway.
No.
What was that? So a thing that I'm working on, and I know we talked about this a little bit before, but I'm looking at doing some. Huh?
Sorry, I should have asked. That was rude.
No. I just want to jump to this because we don't have a lot of time left. It's all good. I imagine the people watching this and the way we're communicating, the ones who are sticking this late, also are like ADHD people. Not accusing you of that. I know I am. I just didn't want to. I just didn't want to.
You went to find out is because of me.
Oh right, yeah.
Of course, I know that I am.
Yeah, we don't need to share that on the internet just yet. Okay. But yeah. Maybe in my memoir. But if there is such a thing, there's enough people in the world that know. Actually, I've told other people. But anyway, I'm looking into doing some coaching, like motivational. Hey, you're in a dark place. Here's how you can kind of grow out of it. I know that for me, it would have helped a lot. It would have helped a lot growing up because I kind of had to navigate all of it by myself, and I didn't even know how to. So it's something I'm working on. I've got a form and a few other like packages and stuff that I'm kind of trying to put together that people can participate with, and I can work with them and communicate. So that's something I'm working on, and I think it's just helpful to have a system in place that keeps your what you care about the most in the forefront. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
So, yeah, it's something I'm working on. I don't know. It's not really. It's launched. Have you ever heard of the website Fiverr?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's launched on Fiverr, but I haven't really promoted it, and I kind of need to. But yeah, I'm thinking about getting into that. You know, the part of, I don't know if you recognize like what part of ADHD superpower you have. I know mine is pattern recognition. Like, I know that's like the thing that I'm the most thankful for having with regard to ADHD, because I use it all the time.
Yeah.
What would be something that you think, like one of those ADHD traits that you love about yourself, that's like, oh, I love this thing that I can just do now, and I know other people can't?
I can take in multiple things all at once and Rolodex through them kind of all at once. So I think that's one of the things that like I could like maybe like a really good like bartender in like high stress situations. I can take in a lot of information all at once and move through it pretty smoothly. I can listen to multiple conversations at once. I'm also, what do they call it? I also have autism and ADHD, apparently. Fun. But like high functioning. But I can hear lots at once. I can take in lots of information and I can move through it pretty low stress, or at least appearing low stress. I mean, I'm stressed internally, but
Right.
yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't freak out unless I'm with people that are close to me, in which case that's when I'm like, bah.
Right. That happens to me too. Okay, I do that too. Yeah, someone said to me one time, someone I really respect a lot said to me one time, they were like, similar situation as you. They said, you're always so cool. How are you so like not cool, but like you're always so relaxed. You're always so, yeah. How do you do that? And I was like, duck on a pond, man. Duck on a pond. And I'm so glad that I landed on that guy, because I really respect that guy, and he liked that I said that. No, I'm with you. The cool part about ADHD is, for me, it's the pattern recognition, but it's also what you're talking about. It's that like when there's a certain high temperature in a space or a situation, and you're just capable of
absorbing all the information all at
being
once.
Successful, providing a standard from that information to act on. It's like when things are too heightened in terms of stress, or things are no stress at all, and you're just like, you're telling me I just have to hit this hammer into that nail. That's it.
Yeah, that I can't handle. I'm like, no, there's no way it can be that simple. I'm freaking out. If it's that simple, there's no way. Like, there must be a trick, right?
Yeah, right. It's just pretty cool. So one of the things that I like to do is, and I did this a lot when I was working in an office, was I would like set standards, and then like communicate them to people. So it's like, hey, if you want to operate with me in this way, here's your, or if I was teaching someone something, I would say, here's the standard. If it operates outside of this standard, let me know and we'll address it. But right now, just follow these instructions, because that's the standard. Once you have this down, we can talk about getting creative and getting a little weird, but I need you to have this down. And that's kind of how like I went about operating with other people, operating with, even in video games. You know what I mean? I've talked way too much. I'm sorry, but no, getting that like standard set, like for example, and you may know this, but like I never eat with dirty dishes.
Like, you have to wash all your dishes before you can have your next meal?
I plan to wash dishes during the prep process for eating.
Oh, well, yeah. That's just...
A lot of people don't. Like, a lot of people don't.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Having all the 8 gazillion roommates that I've had over the years, they often would not, and I'm like, but I'm like, that's just being an adult. Please.
Yeah. But there's other things like routines and standards that I stick to that kind of keep me on track, so that I don't fuck up. The other thing that I like to do is I like to front load as much work as possible into a process. And so it's just like, it's just like A, B, and C from then forward.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of people do that either. They kind of just jump in and start.
Yeah. I also bounce in between tasks too. Like, I start doing like a task, Like if I know I have like a whole day of things that I need to do, then I'll start doing one thing. Then I'll get bored with that, start doing like the other thing, and then I'll get bored with that, start doing the other thing. But then I just have like a rotation of like how I start doing those tasks, and I just have to accept that like I'm not going to get all of like I will get the tasks finished. I just have to do it on the rotation.
I know, like for me, writing things down helps a lot too. So I don't know if you can see. I don't know if you can see this, but like I have a goal of becoming a professional singer and pianist. Let's say, I write it down 5 times every day. I've got stacks of cards where I've written that down over and over and over again, so that I just remember. Because of object permanence, so that I just remember, oh, right, I remember this is something I love to do. And I know I have ADHD because I'll write it like 2.5 times, like 3 times through, and then look up at the computer and start moving the mouse around. And I'm like, nope, stop that. I'm going back to this.
Yeah, this is my my organized chaos of like, this is my... Mine looks a little different, but this is like what I needed to get down for like one of my accounts. This is like what I need to order for another one of my accounts.
Like I've just got
my doom lists.
I've just got cards of like, this is how I edit this thing, and this is how
like
I do this.
To like another list, my other list. This is like another one that I have different types of paper for different things that I just
yeah.
We're sitting. I'm at my work desk. That's why. But yeah,
me too. But no, I think I want to get into that because, like I said,
this is what I was supposed to do in one day. Like my list of where I needed to go. Yep. I get it.
Like I said, I think I want to get into it because I think, like I said, I think I can help people through their situation in a way that, like it's like the whole thing, like you raise your kids as if they're you. Sometimes like parents will do that.
I don't know that that's...
No, that's not what I want to say. What I want to say is like, right. This is what I want to say. It's an adage that I heard a couple of years ago where you feel you're at the point now where your younger self would feel the most safe with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like my 12, 15-year-old self, if I could hang out with that person, they would feel the most set because I know. And so not comparing my 12 or 15-year-old self to other people, but I kind of want to get into that in the same way that I could be like, oh, these are some of the things I recognize and this is what helps people. And yeah. So gonna try to do that, I think, as like a career move.
Yeah. I mean, ideally, that's what you would hope.
But yeah. Is there anything else that you want to throw down on the thing? And do you want to start doing this more often?
Yeah.
Because I just watched the first hour or so of Heads of State on Amazon.
I feel like since you like to do your trailer watches, you should start doing a couple of horror trailer watches with me.
I would love to.
Since you know horror is my favorite genre.
We should definitely do that.
You're scaredy cat of horror.
A major bitch ass.
But you know that horror is my favorite genre.
Absolutely. I'm a major bitch about that kind of stuff. So we should for sure do that. I've said it before on the channel. I hate anything that's like, I'm not going to defend myself. I'm just a bitch. Let's just leave it there. By the way, this book, do you know who wrote it?
I'm not familiar.
It's the same guy who wrote The Martian.
Oh, cool.
And so like the movie is coming out in March of 2026, this movie. And the trailer was like 2.5 minutes already, and it's really good. Like it's a phenomenal trailer. I urge you to watch it. So,
well, I urge you to keep reading books of movies that are coming out first.
Okay. I will do
that. I think that's smart.
All right.
And then reviewing the movies afterwards.
I think that's smart. Yes. I think that's it for us. Do you have anything you want to plug?
Nope.
I'll throw your Instagram into the description so people can see your makeup skills. But I think that's all for us. So if you like this content, please like and subscribe and share. And thank you for watching until this long. And until next time, later, taters.